Good morning, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey. Robert's phone started ringing as soon as we started, so I had to go shut the door. It is Thursday, time for cards and coffee. So I'll give everybody a few minutes to pop on. If you don't pop on this morning, then please watch the replay and leave me a message. I'd appreciate it. I always like to hear from you. So last night on my business page, we made this really pretty Christmas card. It's called I call it a split front card. I don't know if there's a real name for it or not. But you stamp your sentiment in the center there, and then you have the top piece and the bottom piece, and this little bridge holds the card together. Well, I think the number one complaint I get, or it's not a complaint, concern I have from friends, is that they never have enough masculine cards or cards that aren't frilly and frou-frou. And so we're going to make the same card, but we're going to do it with a masculine touch. I don't know if you've noticed in the catalog, this cork paper. It is so nice for a masculine card. And then the brushed metallic adhesive dots. They're not big and clunky, so they'll go through the mail real well. And both of those work well for a masculine card. Now here's the cork. It has a tiny bit, just a tiny bit of shimmer in there where it's corky looking, and it actually feels like cork. I don't know how they did that, but some manufacturing secret. It's almost like cork, shaved cork put on craft paper. So that's what we're going to use today. And then we're going to use this stamp set, Enjoy the Moment. Honestly, I don't think I've ever used this stamp set. Every year when the new catalog comes out, Stampin' Up! Gives us a free stamp set. And this is one they gave us 2 years ago. I have used some of the sentiments, but the images, I liked them, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So now I know we're going to use this seed pod. This time of the year, there's tons of seed pods. We're getting ready for fall, all of that. We're going to use some fall colors. So let's get started. I do have plans to type up this tutorial, so you don't have to worry about measurements. We'll come back and add those later. It's just last night I was too tired. So I'm going to use Cajun Craze. And we're going to stamp our little branch with the seed pod. And I need a piece of scrap paper there. Let's see if I have one. Because this is 2 by 4, and I'm pretty sure this is longer. I don't want it to, it's going to hang off the edge of my card. I don't want it to get on my workspace. There we go. Now that was pretty simple, wasn't it? And we're going to mount this on a piece of copper foil. And since this is foil, I want to use tear and tape just to make sure that it is adhered well. Foil's not very absorbent, so you need to make sure whatever adhesive you're using is strong enough. Put this down the middle. For some reason, our internet's been dropping, and I'm sorry that it's causing little blips in the recording or the live video, but hang in here. It's probably normal. Internet's never stable. Push all that down. If you did not join us on Crazy Crafters the other day, you can go back and watch all the Eden's Garden videos. They were really pretty. Lots of fun folds and gold foil. Oh my goodness. I realized I didn't have very much gold foil, so that went on my order. And the garden gems are so pretty. I'm sure you're going to see a good bit of those, especially with Christmas. We're going to be using the cherry cobbler ones. Cherry cobbler gems. Now we'll put this to the side. And then we've got all our little pieces that we're going to put on our card. But this is 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, and then we have a 1 1/4 inch down at the bottom. But don't worry about those measurements, and it also depends on your image here as to what your dimensions are going to be here, along with the size of your sentiment. Good morning, Karen. You're getting a rerun here. The same design, but a different card. So let's see if we can compare the two when we're through. Now I'm going to add my cork paper to some Cajun Craze. You do need to pay attention when you're using this cork paper. It has, it can either be vertical or horizontal. You don't want to mix that up unless you intend to mix that up. And you might want to have the pattern going a different direction. Now we'll add this one here. Let's see, make sure that's correct. I hope you have fun plans for today. Maybe some golfing or shopping. That would be fun too. If I was going to do shopping, I'd be Christmas shopping. I'd want to get it over with quickly before it gets crazy. Okay, now we'll put this one on the top of our card. Our grands, we have one wish list going so far. The others, if they don't get a wish list together, I don't guess they'll get anything. Maybe I'll buy them crafty stuff. Move that out of the way. Okay, now we're going to put these together. And we're going to want to do our stamping first. I'm going to draw a pencil mark. I wonder where my pencils have all disappeared. There's one. So we want to make sure that we're here and here. I think that'll work. And we're going to do friendship is found in simple things. Now, if you wanted this to be a birthday card, you put a birthday sentiment there. Actually, if you did this with browns or tans, it could be a sympathy card. Stamp this and make sure it's straight. I think it is. That looks good. We'll erase our little pencil marks. Yeah, all our stamping is done, so that's now we can put our card together. I'm going to hold this one down with some repositionable tape. Let's put this straight just so we're a little extra security. I can't believe it's raining again. I'm surprised Noah hasn't sent an arc for you guys. Oh, I love this. Isn't this? But crafting is always a good thing. So I would never say no to crafting. We're going to take a quick run to Trader Joe's, and then the afternoon will be crafty. Remember, we can put some extras at the top edge because it's a longer, it's a bigger piece of territory there. Actually, you know, I say this all the time, I should get those foam sheets out. This would be perfect for the foam sheets. That looks nice and sturdy. Now I need some help here. I thought we'd put twine. Oh, let's put both. We have this very vanilla twine. I think that's nice to have that contrast. And then we have the linen thread. We could put them together, but then I think you don't really... I think the very vanilla. I don't think the linen pops. It needs the vanilla. So we'll make it double. And that way it'll be even more of a thickness. And we'll see how that looks. And then we're going to add some bling. Look at my fingers. My goodness. I need to get some hand wipes so I don't ink up things. I'll put glue dot down here to hold my bow while I'm tying it. more I practice this, the better I get. Okay, let's see. We need to cut that so it's not confusing. Why we have 3 loops. We'll turn this around. I'm glad you're going to do some crafting today, Karen. The other day, Robert said, you know, not everybody crafts every day. And I thought, well, then they're in trouble because it's good for your soul. Now we're going to, these, remember I talked about the brushed metallic dots. It's kind of a greenish color, copper and gold. And since we used copper foil, I'm going to use these are left over from a class. So we're going to use those, and I think we need something on here. I could have stamped some little distressed dots or something on that, but I really didn't plan ahead like I could have. But I think the message is a simple message, and this is a simple card. Look at this. Other than the fact that I had the pieces cut out ahead of time, but they weren't very difficult. We have done this in 20 minutes, but it came out nice, didn't it? So now you've got a nice place to write a message. There's your pretty card. So same design, but totally 100% different. And I love them both. I hope you do too. Oh, thanks for telling me. Yeah, I think the vanilla ribbon, Marge. I was thinking the linen, and then we have this color, but this is kind of, yeah, I'm not sure about this color. You can see I haven't even started it on the roll. I'm sure if I was making a crumb cake card, I'd use this, but I haven't used it yet. So I agree, the vanilla was the winner. Thanks for sharing that with me. All right, I hope you ladies enjoy the rainy day and get some crafting fun in. And I will post these measurements hopefully before the end of the day. Thanks for joining me this morning. Bye.